Hey, what's up, flipping awesome members? I wanted to take a minute while I'm on vacation to give you a bit of a visual for this concept of reverse funding, meaning you funding your own deals by building a machine that brings in cash flow and deal flow. But I wanted to give you a visual of it because for a lot of people, I think getting the extra funds you need in order to either do your first deal, do bigger deals, or just do more deals. A lot of you think that you need funding partners. And funding partners are great. Private lenders, hard money lenders, they're great because they give you leverage, but they also cut into your deal. They charge points, they charge interest, and sometimes that makes sense. I mean, if you're taking down a $500,000 deal, which I wouldn't really recommend in this high of a market, but let's say you are doing a bigger deal and you just don't have the funds to do it, or you don't want to leverage yourself that much. I get it. They serve a purpose, but for most markets and most investors today, we're in that, under $200,000 after repair value price. That's where we're not going to get hit as much from the market shifting. Now, if you get stuck with your hand in $1 million cookie jar with a big, huge project, a lot of my friends that are doing 200 flips at a time are out of the flipping business. They are strictly wholesaling unless the deal is just super sweet, because money costs, right? You got to pay every month holding costs for those big projects. Points, interest, that all cuts into your deal, and a $100,000 profit on a $400,000 flip can get eaten up really, really quick. And when the market shifts, the houses that are sitting the longest is the buyer's pool that is much smaller, right? Those people, those higher end properties are the ones that are going to sit longer. But everyone needs a house to live in, and the 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, $100,000 to $250,000 house, I don't care what the economy looks like, those houses are always going to be in demand. So I say that to say, look, reverse funding is all about building a machine that keeps your phone ringing with deals. And like I say to all of people that are calling me and are asking, hey, are you closing on these, or are you just a wholesale? I say, look, I'm a cash buyer. I'm going to buy through my funds. I'm going to buy through maybe even our self-directed IRA funds. But even if I'm not buying it, if it's not sweet enough, it doesn't have enough meat on the bone for me, I'm going to get it sold. I probably only take down 2 out of 10 of the deals that I see, but I want to be the guy that gets to see the deals first. So we build a marketing machine. You may hear it called wholesaling. So we constantly have the phone ringing so that we have the deal flow and we get the best deals, right? We market directly to sellers. So again, I wanted to give you a visual of how simple reverse funding looks. And in our price band, right, that $100,000 to $250,000 price point, you only, let's see, what do you need funding for? You need funding for rehabs, or you need funding for acquisition. Okay, but let's just say that out of 10 deals, you only keep one of them. You only decide to rehab or rent, keep one as a rental. Here's how now $100,000. Okay, that might sound like getting funding for $100,000. That's a lot of money. That's some of you might think that's hard to get. To get $100,000, you're probably looking at like let's say $150,000 house, and you need funding for $100,000. Instead of trying to find that one deal and then getting the lender to give you the funding for $100,000, how about you just have a marketing machine that lets you get first dibs on all the properties? And here's what it looks like. This is for demonstration purposes. Okay, $100,000. You get deal number 1. There's your $10,000 wholesale commission. What can you do with $10,000? Pay some bills, pay for more marketing, nothing too crazy, right? Deal number 2, deal number 3, Oh, that fourth deal you actually make a $20,000 commission on. Deal number 5, 6. We're talking 10 deals. 5 to 10 deals that you're making an average of 10 grand on a commission. And now, look guys, this isn't even 12 inches. That's 100 grand. And that's not a lot of money. Not in this business, it's not. Not when you are wholesaling, $100,000, $200,000 houses and making, 5, 10, 20 plus grand on each one. Instead of focusing on getting more funding partners and filling everybody else's pockets with more fees and more points and more interest, how about you reverse the process? Go find the deals, wholesale them, and after you've wholesaled 5, 8, you're gonna have that one that makes sense for you to take down on your own. And now you're saving 2-3% yourself, so that's a few $1,000s, and you're saving that interest, because even if a project takes longer or maybe you get stuck, you're not having that additional interest that you have to pay. So that's reverse funding. I encourage you guys to click on the button below, watch my free training series. You'll learn about the 5 different funding sources, but reversing the process and using reverse funding, that is our favorite, because we are more conservative, because we've already been through one cycle, and we want to have more control. Now, if there's a deal that doesn't have a lot of spread in, yeah, I want to be leveraged with somebody else's money. I don't want to take a risk with my own cash. But if there is a sweetheart deal, if you can buy a $100,000 house for $50,000, right, and doesn't need much work, or let's say you can pick it for $30,000, I'm going to use my cash all day long. I'm not going to take on a funding partner for that. So that's how you do this reverse funding. Let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and click the button below to learn more about our wholesaling machine, getting your first check in 5 weeks. Now, all you have to do is do that 5, 8 more times, and you'll have that sweetheart deal that you can fund with the reverse funding philosophy. Talk to you soon. Bye.